Hi there, in this video we're going to review Italki.com. So we're going to take a look at what it is, how you can use it, and what the pros and cons are. Good, so what is it? What is Italki.com? Well, Italki.com is a website or a platform that connects language teachers with language students, and it does so online, so that language students can find the right teacher to teach them a language online via Skype or Zoom or a similar software. And that's it. So let's take a look at the platform itself now. So after you've made a profile on italki.com, that's the URL there, you will get to such a screen. Well, except that you won't have the same teachers as I do. So if you have followed a class before, you will find your teachers back here, and you can simply click here to book a lesson. So how do you find your first teacher? Well, then you go to the tab Find a Teacher right here. And then it is important to select your language here, the language that you're learning. Say, for example, you want to learn Spanish. Click Spanish and then apply. And then you will have a list of the teachers on the website that offer their language lessons online. And you can see some of them here. So obviously, there are many Spanish teachers here. There are 4,000, almost 4,000 teachers. So how do you select the right teacher for you to follow online language classes? Well, you could select from all these tabs here. They are there to help you. For example, say you're French and you want to have a teacher that also knows French. Then you click on the French and you click on the apply here. Let's maybe see how many we have then. Oh, still 479. Okay, that's a lot. Say if you're learning Spanish with a specific accent, many languages have specific accents, then you can choose someone from whom was this one here? She's from Mexico, I think. Say, I'm going to Mexico. I need to know Spanish from Mexico. And then you apply. Then you still have 73. Okay, good. And what price range are you looking for? Oh, well, I'm prepared to give up to 20 euro per hour. So then you apply. Still have 69 native speakers. Oh yeah, we need a native speaker. Sometimes it can help not to have a native speaker because they will know what struggles you have, but usually people prefer a native speaker. Now here with the teacher types, this is important. Italki has two types of teachers, the professional teachers and the community tutors. And the difference between both of them is that the professional teachers have proved that they are professionally working as a language teacher. The community tutors, they can be anyone. So if you also want to teach and you don't have a teaching degree or anything, then you can select the community tutor or become a community tutor. Usually the professional ones are a little bit more professional and a little bit more expensive. So it depends on your preferences. Category here. When you're learning a big language like Spanish with a lot of teachers, some people will specialize in, for example, kids or test preparation or business, general and conversation practice. For smaller languages, it's less important. Instant lesson. What is instant lesson? This means that you will be able to book them within a very short amount of time. There aren't many that do that, but you can book it, I think, within the day. Sometimes it changes, I think, even within the hour. I see here available now. You can quickly book them. So we're not going to select this one. Availability, you can also select, I'm looking for lessons on Tuesdays and Saturdays between 8 and 12 based on your time zone, which is important because Italki will automatically select the right time zone for you. Auto accept means that whenever you ask to do a lesson with a teacher, then the teacher will automatically accept your request. Some will still need to accept the request manually. All right, so what do you see here for this teacher, for example? Her name, community tutor, that's the thing I've just explained. She's not a professionally trained teacher. She speaks Spanish up to native level, French advanced, English upper intermediate. And these are hourly rates. They vary a little bit because some teachers offer packages and so on and so on. And the trial lesson is usually the most discounted price. So if you click on the teacher's profile, and let's go to that teacher's profile. I don't know her, so I can't recommend or say she's bad or good or anything. Here you have the prices, the types of lessons you can book. For example, this teacher offers 30-minute trial lesson and let's talk lessons, and then review the basic lessons. Some people have more options here, especially if they teach more than one language. All right. Here the teacher made a video. This is kind of a good indication of the quality of the lesson you're going to get if the teacher is good with technology, if they've put subtitles and so on. Some make even special effects and so on. So it's a bit how the teacher is going to be. So it's good to take a look at it. Here you see her availability. I can't scroll down here apparently, but you can see that she's available here in this week. This is the next week. She's available to teach. The 5 stars here, most teachers have 5 stars, so I wouldn't wouldn't pay a lot of attention to that. You can see how many lessons that teachers have given. This isn't really much. Maybe she's just started, and how many students she has. So if you if you want one that is a little bit more experienced, then you have to look at people who have given more lessons, who are usually more expensive. You can also see she speaks a little bit of German and maybe another language as well. About me, this is also important. Read it through before you book. You can see that here. Oh, okay, Japanese. Well, there you go. And my lesson and teaching styles that you should pay attention to if you're, for example, looking for more grammar, look for a teacher that offers more grammar. Some people also specify which teaching materials they give, and so on and so on. So if you want to book the lesson, then just go to book the lesson. You can also contact the teacher in advance if you have a few questions about their style. It's a good way to make first contact, but you can also directly book a lesson. For example, if you want a trial lesson, and then you can't see it on the screen here, but there's a button a little bit below. You can click on next, and then you'll have to schedule your lesson. You can say, okay, this day, I'll click again next, and then you can select which tool you're going to use for the lesson. Some people only offer Skype, other Italki Classroom, others via Zoom. Depends on which one you're most comfortable with. Italki Classroom is one that is from Italki itself, so it's hosted by Italki itself. Now I'm not going to click on the next button because I don't want to book a Spanish lesson in the middle of the night. So that's it for how to find a teacher. Be sure to compare a few ones and see which ones. You see here, she was new, so she only taught for students because she has just started with Italki. Be sure to compare a few ones and to try a few ones if you're not so sure. Alright, here you see that this one has undertitles in his video. That's a good indication of that the person knows a little bit on how to do technology and so on. All right, there's also a community button here that is very interesting. Italki doesn't only offer teacher and student classes, but you can also find many things. For example, some articles, how long does it take to learn Portuguese? And if you want to write something, you can also create a post and then you can maybe make friends, who knows. There are also podcasts. Learn when to use estar in Spanish could be interesting if you're interested in these kind of things. And then people make some exercises, and you can do the exercises now, and questions also. If you have any question, you can ask a question, and then you can even select a language, which, well, the question will be about the language that you're asking the question about. All right, for example, how to say good luck in Korean, and people will answer, and who knows, you might get interesting conversations. All right, so that's it for the website of Italki. So, what are the pros and cons of using Italki to learn languages? The first pro is that it is very flexible. You can book lessons whenever you want, and you have a large set of options. There are many teachers available for many languages, so you will have a lot of choice. Some other platforms will focus on particular languages, but Italki offers them, well, all. It has so many language teachers you can choose from. Also, it is very user-friendly. As you could have seen, it's rather easy to book a lesson, and you can do so at home, at work, whenever you want. So that's a lot of advantages. A little bit on the negative side, some teachers do it for fun, which is really cool because they're very enthusiastic about the language learning, but they might not be willing to give you like a good language lesson. They might not be professional. So if you have really high expectations, make sure to contact the teacher to know whether it's really a professional one or someone who does it because he or she enjoys it. Second, it's an online platform, so if you prefer face-to-face learning, then Italki might not be the best choice. And number three, some teachers leave. I'm talking of my own experience here because good teachers will have a lot of students, and then the calendar will already be full, and then they won't be available anymore to give more lessons. Well, that's what happens when you're giving good language classes. So to sum it up, Italki is a very flexible and big platform to find the right language teacher for you. So if you're interested to learn with Italki, you can get some extra credits via the link in the description below, and I wish you a really great journey to learn languages with Italki.